Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back, Planet Crafter. Today, I'm going to try and find more of the warden's keys. So I did a little research since the last episode, and what it sounds like is kind of like what I said. It must have been because I saw that first one. But if you don't have this, you can't see the warden's keys. If you have it, it just makes them visible for you to see them. So there's no like audible beeping, there's no compass, nothing. It's just, it allows you to see it. The reason I thought that was the case was when you first see it from a distance, it kind of looks like it's kind of materializing there, almost like it could be invisible. So I have some coordinates. Some basic coordinates and some descriptions, but man, like the descriptions, I swear, like you think you know the biomes, right? It's like the names of these biomes. I don't. Anyway, they're spread out pretty good. So if you look in the bottom left corner of the map here, of the screen, you'll see the coordinates, right? So that first number is the north-south position, and the higher the number, the further north it is. The middle number is your vertical, and the last number is the east-west, and the higher the number, the further west it is. So it talks about this area here, but I don't know what they're calling it. Labyrinth Canyons, I believe. Because they're saying it's at 15 something, 1588, and I think this is the one we got. It's like in 565, so it'd be further over this way. Maybe I should go in here and test it to see if this number's correct, according to this particular list. One of the things says that you have to climb a vine to get to it, which I think is kind of cool. All right, so the number is 1588, 51, 565. So we're at 588, 51, 561. So yeah, this one is the first one on the list. So the next one, it says, in the Central Highlands area to the west, but not in the rocks. So it's a 15, it's about this far north-south, but it's like 2216. 2216, that's pretty far this way. I don't think is that over there, the Central Highlands? Oh, maybe this area. This is interesting area too. This area over here was the first place after building my setup over there. This was the first place I thought of moving it, like moving because of kind of what it looked like over here. But I tell you, I don't know if it was just the update, because the update kind of put trees over here, and I have multiple of the tree builders over here. It was like, I think it was going to be on top of that rock, kind of looking down. Can't really see anything now. So 2216, we're getting close. I guess this is considered the Central Highlands. They said over to the west, but not in the rocks. Okay, so there's a frog pond. Oh, right there. I can see it. Now I wonder, I already seen it, so I wonder if I take this off. No, see, maybe it's because I don't know, whatever. Anyway, there it is, right there. Yes! That worked pretty good. All right, so on a plateau in the Grand Rift, use vines to reach it. The Grand Rift. I think... hopefully I'm not like going back and forth, but I was a little was a little concerned after the last episode. Honestly, it's like, think about this. Let me see, 15. I got to go back to 263. So I think that must be that area that I was searching. It says you got to climb a vine. Interesting. Anyway, after that last episode, I'm like, am I really going to just fly around everywhere and just randomly come across these things? I don't think so. Like, just think about that one. That one would have been pretty hard to find because it was with all those trees and all the rocks in that area. I don't know. So I think this is better. Just knowing the coordinates, there's no reason to not have these, you know? I'm not looking to like play the game to find this stuff. I've played this thing so much. So all right, so we're past where we're supposed to be. 1892. So we got to go south. See, I'm thinking that this, what'd they call it? The Grand Rift. I think that this is the Grand Rift. Look at that. There's a vine right there. I bet you it could be on that plateau over there. All right, I'm going to take this off real quick. Okay, so 1892, 75, which is this height. So it's going to be up here, and 263, and we're at 419. So let's see if this is climbable here. Yes. Now look, I don't have the chip on, but it's in my inventory. Okay, I still don't get the chip. I don't get the chip. All right, this one, that's cool. We got it. I wish there was something else we could do. These golden things are pretty cool. And I don't know when they did the climbing thing, like when they did these things where you could actually climb. Looks like there's something over there on that one. Oh, it's a zeolite. Cool. I wouldn't have never found that. Now the next one I haven't even looked. I know it said it's by that Stargate. Now I'm gonna go try and find it without looking at the numbers. I just know it said that there was one. I thought maybe it said something about like right at the base of the thing. We'll see. You guys get it though, right? There's like no reason for me to go make a, geez, I don't know how long it would be just searching around looking for stuff. You know, you're like, oh, because these types of things, I mean, maybe not this one, if this is like right in the middle, like on that island there. But you'd think they would hide them pretty good. God, look at the size of these frogs, man. Holy cow. Right, I'm not seeing anything yet. Oh, I see something starting to materialize out there on that island. There it is. All right. Got you. All right, that's cool. Now it's getting dark. I wonder, maybe at nighttime it might be easier to see these things because they glow. They're pretty. No, they're pretty bright. Maybe. Okay, so we got that one. On the central plateau between the Labyrinth Canyons and the Aluminum Hills. Okay, that's just back here. It's funny because when you first come in here, this water, I don't think this water isn't here. That's really early game. That's really early game. You know, the other thing, I was trying to do a little bit of research on the endings. I didn't do much. Like, I was a little tired last night, so I did this research. But on the endings, it talked about what I'm doing now, collecting these 3 things. But it also talked about getting the biome to max capacity, right? To whatever the max is. And, you know, I thought maybe that unlocks one of the other endings for you. Oh, shoot. What the deuce? So this says on the central plateau between the Labyrinth Canyons and the so this is the what I call it? Aluminium Hills. And I think those are the Labyrinth Canyons. So it's going to be somewhere down here by the house. Maybe? Again, Aluminum Hills, Labyrinth Canyon's over there. Am I seeing something? No, those are my things. Okay. Again, I didn't look at the, they said between there and between here. I didn't look at the coordinates. We're going to see if we can find this one too. Some of the things in the distance like are flickering with this rain. There's all this water here. All right, let's look at the... So 1254, so it's more north, and 246. It's going to be over here. There it is. Hiding behind that rock. All right, we've already got 4 of them. Nice. Nice. So I'm just going to read these off real quick so we kind of get an idea of where we have to go. So below the Sand Falls, west of the shipwreck in the volcanoes, on a hill next to the wreck between the waterfall and the Southern Ocean, on the large western island of the Southern Ocean, and on the middle of the meteor crater. That is all over there. That is all over there, I believe. Interesting. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 that they found. Other people said they found like another one, like, oh, I found 11, or, you know, whatever. I know I have enough water, but I'm going to drink that and eat that. All right, let's get a move on. Oh, before we leave, so I guess if I look at these numbers, see, all right, so my stages are complete. So if that is the case, I was concerned that I was going to have to like put out more heaters and more drills and all that stuff, but my heat, pressure, and biomass and oxygen has completed the terraformation, so I don't have an issue with that. And if I did, I guess I could like put one of those booster machines out by these things, and wow, it would go nuts. Maybe I'll do that just to see those numbers change, like totally speed up. It would be there was 2 different versions. I think they both go in the optimizer machine, right? So I did one optimizer machine to boost the performance of nearby machines. So if you look at this, I use this fuse. It boosts the performance of energy generators. And it, boy, did it, man. It doubled it. Now this one, the production fuse, says speeds up generation time for machines that generate items. Oh! Hold on. Energy generators and items. This here, that sounds like this. Produces items, or this that produces items. Huh, that's interesting. Let's go to the Sand Falls. That's interesting. I thought, I guess if they made one, you know, I got all you saw those like heaters and drills stacked out there. If I had one that optimized those things, I don't know how early in the game you could do that, but man, it would go nuts. Like, it would terraform the planet in no time. If I was able to more than double my power, and you have like as much stuff as I do, or more or less, whatever, and it doubles it, that would be nuts. All right, so what did I say? This below the Sand Falls. Well, here's the Sand Falls. Here's the Sand Falls. It'd be harder to see this because... Can you go through the Sand Falls? Oh, this is going to be harder to find. I might have to look at the coordinates for this one. Holy cow, it's bright in here. All right. 713 north-south. So 713. Somewhere in here. There it is. Huh. Okay. Did not see that earlier. Got it! West of the shipwreck in the volcanoes. Now, man, it might be faster for me just to teleport over there. I'm trying to think. West of the shipwreck. No, I can cut through. I can cut through over here, I believe. The sulfur fields. You know, when I first played this game, it was a lot different, and then they added things along the way. It'd be interesting to know what it's like to start a fresh game in this, like from the get-go, because like a lot of these areas didn't exist, and they added areas, and then when they added areas, like zeolite didn't exist when I first started. I don't think it did, unless it was like, oh, get to a certain production point and then zeolite will start coming around. I think there's one here. Did I say on the hill next to the wreck between the waterfall and the southern? Well, we got to go past this over to the other thing anyway, so we're going to head to the volcano now. Volcano. I mean, they could have hid these. This is like the part of gaming development that I probably would struggle with. Like, okay, we have 10 things that we want to put in cool areas around the map, right? So far, the 10 areas, not all of them, but some of them are like, meh. You know, it's like the one in the sand. It's just in the middle of everything. I don't know. I guess I would try and hide them a little bit more. I think maybe if you hit them a little bit more, you'd kind of want a kind of a beeping location indicator on your key detector, maybe. All right, this said it was west of the shipwreck in the volcanoes. So this is the shipwreck, and this is, there it is. See, it's like out in the open. Found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're doing good. I think there's a way to get through over here somewhere if you can get over the lava. I went down in that one. I believe there's a way to get through. This is where I put my obsidian drill. Oh, look at that. Iridium on the ground, and iridium and obsidian. I think there's a path over here. Oh yeah, this should. Oh, there we're right at the. Okay, so on the hill next to the west of this. No, on the hill next to the wreck between the waterfall and the southern. There's a wreck behind this, I believe. Up there, there's a wreck there. This is the waterfall on the other side. Again, another area that was added after I started playing it. Like, I played it, and then I stopped, waited for updates, and I played it, stopped, waited for updates. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 times. So, on a hill next to the wreck between the waterfall. On a hill next to the wreck. This is the wreck. I'm trying to do this without absolutely looking at the coordinates. It said between that and the Southern Ocean. This is the Southern Ocean here. On a hill. Hello, where are you? Alright, we're gonna have to look at the coordinates. See how close I got. This is the hill. Okay, so minus 1437, 554. Alright, I may have flown right by it. Oh, there it is. I was just out of reach of seeing it. Nice. The next one is on a large western island in the Southern Ocean. So this is the Southern Ocean. There, my new lab is over there. There's an island there. If it is here, this is really close to that last one. Those butterflies throw me off. I've never been out here. Dang butterfly just catches my eye. Now it might be that island because it's, did I say large western island? Yeah, that maybe that's it, 'cause that's further west than where I'm at now. Come on, baby. Large western island. There it is. Boop. Got it. There's my... Is that my lab right there? Yeah, my lab's right there. Now, on an island in the middle of the meteor crater. This is just one website. This is Gamer Rant website. But other ones have talked about different locations. So you might find... Maybe there's different locations. I don't know. I thought one said... I thought one said there might be one over here, somewhere by this area, and maybe one in the cenote, but maybe there was just like weird bad descriptions, you know, like saying this area here, how that's really close to that other island. All right, up. There's my place right there. It's pretty cool. It'd be a cool place. Okay, so down here on this thing in the crater. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird areas that they put these. I mean, this is cool down here, and that island one was cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one did I miss? I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. I missed one. Okay, next to the shipwreck in the Labyrinth Canyons. That was the one I found. Central Highlands, got that one. On a plateau, got that one. Directly, yeah, got that one. On a central plateau, got that one. Below the Sandfalls, got that one. West of the shipwreck in the volcano, got that one. On the hill. Oh, the 10th one is back at home. Whoops-a-daisy. I'm like, am I going nuts here or what? I am going nuts here. Now I didn't realize it was going to be this quick, but I've been able to collect all these with the help of the internet. And now I'm not sure. Should I put those things in there? I really want to have the option to do, like, I'm not sure which one, but there's all 10 now, so we got that. We got them all. So I want to see, I'm going to just share this with you guys. I'm going to type it in if I can. So that was Planet Crafter Warden Key Detector. That's what I searched there. So Planet Crafter endings. I thought I saw something. Okay, so Planet Crafter features 3 endings. All of them involve the extraction platform, which we've made. The extraction platform is this honkin' thing over here. I had to put it way over here. It wouldn't fit anywhere else. So they all involve this guy, the extraction platform. All 3 of them do. Obviously, you got to get off the island, right? Anomaly. So all of them involve the extraction platform, but you can tell your extraction pod to meet up with one of 3 groups. Every ending is somewhat ambiguous about your fate, but some of them require more effort than others. There's a no-win condition at the moment. So interesting. I wonder if this is also gamerrant.com. Extraction platform, we got that. Once you build it, you'll need a variety of high-end materials. blazar quartz, solar quartz, pulsar quartz, super alloy rod, iridium rod, uranium rod, rocket engine, energy multiplier fuse. However, all of these items show up in other blueprints, so none of them should be too hard to find. Okay, so how to destroy the anomaly. Sadly, you can't just leave the planet after you build the platform. If you use the platform display, you'll see an error message about interference. This message also provides a set of coordinates. Let's see if it's matching coordinates. So 71843, 2269. Same set that's on the website. That is the coordinates of the anomaly. All right, within a few minutes of building the platform, you'll get a message from Sentinel Corp that mentions this anomaly. When you read it, you'll get one last recipe for large explosive device, which is weird because I already have that. Maybe when I unlocked the platform, not when I built it, that I got that message from Sentinel Corp. Excuse me. Ooh. All right. Sentinel Corp. Last message. Congratulations. Our sensors indicate that you have successfully terraformed your assigned planet. However, our monitoring indicates that your planet has an anomaly that prevents us from colonizing it. You must destroy this anomaly before using the departure platform so our ships can extract you. Please receive the recipe for the explosive device able to do this task. This is not an automated message. Okay. It's not an automated message. Let's build this bad boy. Or let's get the stuff we need. So 3 iridium rods, 1 uranium. 3 iridiums, 1 uranium. All right. We need a circuit board and a fusion energy cell. Which I have 1 circuit board and 1 fusion energy cell. And then just 3 explosive powders. Of course, explosive powders. So check this out. These things here, the flares actually break down in here, right? To explosive powder and bio nuggets. And bio nuggets are what I was making with the mushrooms to make circuit boards. And, I don't know, explosive powder, whatever. But I had a bunch of flares that I wasn't really using. I never was using them. So I just took half of what I had, and this is what I got from it. So now we should have 3 of those. Now we should have everything we need to craft that. Place this under the warden's anomaly and trigger it to be able to leave the planet. Now before we go do that, you can build it from the construction menu and you can place the large explosive device like any other. However, the planet crafter will only let you place the LED next to the anomaly. It's outlined in red. Okay, that's fine. The anomaly in question is the glowing orb the wardens built to keep themselves safe from human expansion. You can find it by visiting the ancient city ruins beneath the superalloy cave. Okay, cool. So it's there? See, I'm trying to get a feel for where these wardens lived, right? That place, okay, so we found a couple of places. Here. I'm gonna make a cookie. I've been collecting these things. I haven't really been making anything with them. I'm gonna make a cookie. Okay, so a cookie requires 3 of each. So I've got 3 of each. Let's make a cookie. Delicious. Cookie time! Get some beans, why not? Delicious. Get some water. Delicious. Okay, so here's what I was getting at. The, like about these wardens, right? Like where the wardens are at. So the new area, which is down here in the cenote. Okay, so the cenote's down here. Down in here, you got this weird kind of temple. warden temple. It had the key, it had the blueprint to make the key finder, it had some tablets with messages, so there was something going on here. Then underneath the mushroom, in the Mushroom River area, which, you know what? I think the Mushroom River area is... this is the thing about when you travel around to these different areas. If you don't, I didn't have the map before to kind of know exactly where you're at. I'm going to teleport there because the Curiosity... Where the heck am I? The Curiosity... I'm trying to remember... Purple, that's what I called it. Okay, so... The mushroom area. Okay, that's what I thought. Mushroom area is underneath the big waterfall. Yeah, it's underneath the big waterfall. So it's down in here. Just south of my place. So in here, we found... we're still talking about the warden stuff, right? We found this thingy, right? And remember, in the new area, we found wood. See, so the warden stuff, they had stuff going on here. You got the wood. It ties in with that, the old technology, right? New technology, they wouldn't be using wood. So you got wood there in an altar. And then back over in this corner, again, that's the big waterfall up there. So back in here now, we have more wood. Looks like really old school tech water wheel. Then you got this guy, Warden's altar. Then you got this whole area in here. And then you got the ship, the big ship. Was the ship in here? I think it's to the right. Yeah, so you got this big area here. It's like, okay, if the wardens are doing stuff with old technology, how would they have a ship that looks like that, like it's hidden in here? And there's nothing we can do with this. It's just like a ship. So that's two areas, the cenote and then this. Then we have the area by the super alloy cave, which is the ancient ruins, which is really cool looking. Really cool looking. So that's three different areas that I know of that you could kind of tie to these wardens. Interesting. Trying to make sense of the story. Trying to make sense of the story. It's like, why is this stuff here? Why is there stuff in the cenote? And why is there stuff over at the alloy caves? Let me go back home. All right. Nice. All right, so let's read a little bit further on this. So, all right, so it kind of talks about it a little bit here. So it says the anomaly in question, blah, 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 ancient city ruins. So, in case you need a refresher, haven't been inside, here's how to reach the orb. So, if you haven't gone to those locations that I was just talking about, you have to go through that method to actually access the ancient ruins. It says, use the warden key from the Mushroom River ruin in the altar at the back of the super alloy cave. Descend the stairs, turn right, cross the bridge, an altar in the center of the city, walk across the building roof. At the far side of the walkway, enter. Okay. I guess that really doesn't talk about it. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. A lot of times I don't really get lost in the weeds with the lore, but sometimes I do. Like, there's some games where their lore is just super tied together, tells a really interesting story. Like, a good example, actually, is Days Gone. Like, Days Gone is a super fun game, but the story of that game is really, really good. Like, it's a you can relate to it, right? It's like it's not true life, but it's a story you can relate to because they're humans and something bad happened and they're having to deal with all this stuff. So here's my super alloy cave, right? This is where I mine super alloy. And over here is this guy. Open the warden's altar. So we got a key at some point from that other area. I think that's from the Mushroom River. And then we put it in here, and it opened. There was doors here. Big door. This guy. And that opened this up. And this area here, you're like, okay, now, see, right there, it stopped letting me use my jetpack. Now, what I'm getting at is this where... So you have this little thing over here. This was probably just one of those golden effigy things. And then back here, I believe, is the ruins. Is this where the wardens lived? I don't know. Are the wardens like dead and gone and this anomaly still just exists because they were here? It kind of seems like they would live here, but did they live in a cave? And it's weird. All right, so now we got to find this anomaly. I scrolled off that I scrolled off those coordinates. I didn't take note of them. All right. Let's see. It says descend downstairs. An altar in the center of the city. We got that. Turn right in the hallway and cross the bridge. Oh, yeah, that's back there. Turn right in the hallway. Altar in the center of the city. Walk across the building roof to find another... Okay, it says climb up the stairs in front of the right building, then climb up the wooden ramps past the stairs. Must be this here. Climb up the stairs. Go up here. And it says to be careful when you're in here because your jetpack doesn't work. Of course, there's a meteor shower. I think that's the anomaly over there. Or back in there. Maybe it's back in there. Jeez, dude. Orbital drainage defense device. Observation log. This device is working as intended, and our tests are conclusive. If the ones calling themselves humans ever approach this planet, it will drain their ships of energy and prevent the... Oh, so is that why there's so many crashes on this planet? It drains the ships of their energy and blocks their comms. They're saying humans, so the wardens are aliens. Our presuppositions is that the device will effectively reduce their efforts to approach this part of the infinitude, leading them to spread elsewhere. If they continue to do so, our calculations are conclusive. This will give us at least a few hundred years of quietude. Not sure that's a real word. Quietude. All right, so if they live in here, ancient ruins, meaning the wardens were an alien race that are long gone, but their stupid machine that's making all these other spaceships crash. That's why there's crashes everywhere. Oh, look at this. The Orby. What if it kills me? Maybe I should eat the cookie. Where's the red? Oh, it just goes green right there. Okay. So we're going to put that underneath that. Before we do that, so LED, large explosive device. You put it below that, display. It's 10-second timer. Then run out of the room. Everything will shake and explode, but you should be safe from damage so long as you aren't in the room with the orb. Okay, you know what that means. Let's eat some cookie. So cookie increases running speed for a small period. Delish. And time for the LED, the large explosive device. Boop. Ah, 10, 9. I want to watch it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to go closer, but is there going to be a fireball that comes through here? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm not feeling so good about this. Okay, stand back here. Oh my god. Wow, talk about some screen shake. Holy cow. This is the most screen shake I've ever seen in any video game ever. Look at this. See ya! Alright, sorry for your luck. No alien device that makes ships crash should ever be allowed to survive. Alright, now it says, now that the orb is gone, the extraction platform will work. You can leave right away with the Sentinel Corp. Okay. I don't know who's it. Oh, I'm the Sentinel Corp. Remember when I sat down, my suit said Sentinel Corp. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cookie makes you fast. All right. So you can leave right away with the Sentinel Corp if you want. But you have some alternatives if you're patient and ready to keep exploring. If you do stick with Sentinel, you'll get the hidden achievement Subjection. So remember, I said there's 3 hidden achievements. And I guess you're not going to be able to do them all. Kind of sucks. So how are you supposed to 100% the game? You're going to play it 3 times? Not this guy. Something to note is that you can choose any ending you qualify for from the extraction platform, and the Planet Crafter won't override your save after you see an ending. This means you can view all 3 endings using a single save file. Well, I guess I just had to read a little bit further. Good on them for doing that. Like, you know what I mean? If you hide an ending behind a secret achievement, and it saves it, you can never get all the achievements, which means you can't 100% it. Now, some people, they don't care about that. And I mean, ultimately, it's not that big of a deal, but it is kind of cool to get 100%. Like, especially if it's a game you enjoy. You're like, you know, it's like I talked about some games really need, wow, this cookie really helps on speed, doesn't it? So, if you enjoy a game, or I was talking about games that don't have good stories, right? Or there's no story at all. Well, achievement hunting is one thing you can do, you know, in addition to just playing a game. One thing that comes to mind is like 7 Days to Die, right? So they don't really have a story for you to do anything with, but oh, it's so nice to be back out here. My planet is now it makes sense. All these crashed ships, those stupid wardens were killing people, man. That's malarkey. That's malarkey. Let's go see what this thing says right now. Leave the planet. Place your fate in the hands of Sentinel Corp. I do want to do all 3 endings. I do want to do all 3 endings. Wow, it looks so good. Okay, you can do all 3 endings. So there is a smuggler ending, it says. Subservience, the smuggler ending. After a few minutes after you destroy the warden orb, you'll get a message from your friend, Riley. They warn you that Sentinel Corp won't respect your accomplishments, and you can't trust them to let you go free. That's why Riley struck a deal with a smuggler ship to get you off the planet in exchange for 500,000 Terra tokens. 500,000. We're at just under 5,000. Well, we may not be doing the smuggler one after all. All right. So it's 500,000 Terra tokens. Staggering amount. and 5 solar quartz, which I can craft now. The smugglers aren't trustworthy either, but Riley thinks you have a better chance with them than Sentinel. Says the solar quartz isn't a big problem, but the 500,000 Terra tokens is staggering. If you want to gather that many, there are a few things you should do. Create an automated outpost using 2 drones and autocrafters that can generate and sell high-value materials like pulsar quartz and circuit boards. So you would set up the auto thing, you would set the drones to the autocrafter to supply, and then this would be set to demand. So you would demand pulsar quartz, right? And then you would also set this ship to automatically launch when it's full. And so it would just be doing its thing. Now, if you did that, every launch is only going to be worth about 625. And 600. It's about 625. And say about 10 minutes from launch to return. So at best, every 10 minutes you get 625, and you got to get 500,000. Does that sound viable? Well, maybe if you were still had a bunch of stuff to do, but I've completed terraforming this planet, and I'm wondering if you get access to the Rainbow Caves way early if you're doing a new playthrough. Maybe it's something you do. I don't know. So you could do that, or you could keep exploring the procedural wrecks that come from this to find Terra token chips and fuses. You can sell most of them using the Space Trader rocket. Consider selling back any fuses in your optimizer since you no longer need to increase the terraforming transformation index. Makes sense. Like if I had made multiple optimizers, like this guy right here, I could sell these. These are worth 6,000 tokens each. Now, I only have 5 of those. I think I have 2 in here. Let's see. I have 2 more, so that's 5. So that's 30,000. And then I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that would be a pretty big jump. And then I say what I would do is I would set up that automation to craft pulsar quartz, have the robots automatically. I have this set up here as a supply already, but the demand for both of these only goes over here to this guy. But you would change that, let that run, and then you jump in and out of the portal. And I don't think it would take forever. It might take a few hours probably to get to that, and you could get to that 500,000. The Subversion ending is the Warden ending. If you explore the Warden's ruins, you do all that. They left behind a way for others to follow. 10 hidden keys and blueprints, all right? Once you get the keys... All right, with the 10 Warden keys in hand, you add them to the extraction platform container to access the Warden ending. Like others, it's hard to say whether this ending will turn out good or bad. Wardens seem nice. They don't seem nice. They're crashing planes. But an unknown number of years have passed since they left their messages behind. All right, so this ending achievement, Subversion. It doesn't say the other ending. Oh, Sentinel? Okay, you got Sentinel, Warden, and Smuggler. Sentinel, Warden, that's the 3 endings. All right. Hydration level low. All right, so message from Sentinel. Our monitoring indicates the anomaly has been successfully destroyed. Use the departure platform to be extracted from the planet. We will then re-examine your sentence based on the various deviations from the rules that could be attributed to you. This is not an automated message. Now here's Riley. Here's a message from Riley earlier. After months of hard work, I finally managed to find out our way into Sentinel, unlocking the space trading route. Oh, this was when the rocket got unlocked. So we don't have a message from Riley yet. Chances of usually terraformers are able to use this, but should help. Chances of surviving are greatly improved when it is activated, but Sentinel almost never allows this for planet crafters. I have no way to tell if you're still alive or not. Maybe there's going to be another message from Riley, but this is kind of a bit of an indication that he doesn't trust the Sentinel Corp. So we're like a prisoner working for the Sentinel Corp, terraforming this planet for them. So the story is kind of coming together. The wardens are a little bit weird. I guess we could try one of the endings in this video. Grab these guys, right? And then see if I can do the ending. Now, the only other achievement that I don't have is, see, this is at 72,000. I don't have, there's 100,000 achievement to get 100,000 Terra tokens. So, just for curiosity's sake, I think it's, well, I was going to say that, 625. Let's do, yeah, I'm going to get rid of these guys. Get rid of these guys and some of these. See how much that, that should get us across the 100,000 threshold. There's that. Let's see how much that is. That's 15,000. I need 25,000. All right, never mind. Let's just do it. I was gonna say I wanted to save some of these things, but whatever. 37,000. That should give us the 100,000 achievement. Okay, put these guys back. Perfect. Make sure that this is good to go. I should have kept one of those things and made the machine that this goes faster. I wonder if you put it by the rocket. Now it says it makes machines that craft stuff go faster. Anyway, that's gonna fill this thing back up. But once you get a hold of those fuses, man, it's like one fuse being 5,000 or 6,000. That's, you can't compete with that. Okay, so we should be able to leave and see an ending and it not affect my save. Hopefully. All right, we're gonna try this. Do it for you guys. So let's go ahead and save it here. Oh, we can maybe do 2 of the endings. We're leaving it with the Sentinel Corp right now. I think we can do 2 of the endings in this video. And I may not show the 3rd. Oh, look at the ship right there. Okay. That's a nice ship. But is it a prison ship? Congratulations, you've successfully terraformed this planet. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. I had some semblance of symmetry here, but not here. Holy cow. We will now re-examine your sentence based on the various deviations from the rules that could be attributed to you. Look at all the ships up there now. Oh, look. There's my new lab right there. Oh. For the moment, you will remain in detention while your case... What? They're going to put... I just did all this work and they're still going to keep me in prison? No. No. Take me back to the load screen, please. Dude, Sentinels sucks. They're like, we got him to do all the work. Now let's throw him back in jail. 3 hots and a cot. All right, so back to here. Play. Load my game. Nice. Now, if we put these in here. Aha! So we put the warden keys in here, right? And it says leave the planet in the hands of Sentinel Corp. That's what we just did. Leave the planets. Trust that some wardens are still alive. There I am in there. Little fella. Little fella! This reminds me of The Martian. The Mav taking off from Mars. Oh, shoot. They've got a... Wait a minute. How do they have such high tech if they live with wooden structures? Giant portal in the sky. That's a big portal. To those who follow us, know that our destiny is that of doom. I knew it. I knew they were bad. I knew it. Hope cannot be the only advisor. Sometimes life doesn't find a way. That's the rainbow caves right there. Sometimes the future is not bright. A warden. Oh, the wardens are jerks, man. What was that cryptic message? Are they like... Sounds like they're all depressed. What the heck? They never seen the sunshine? Never seen the blue sky? They live in a stinking cave, for Pete's sake. What the deuce? All right, we'll just leave that stuff in there. So that's 2 of the 3 endings. Now the third ending requires me to get 500,000 tokens. Oh my gosh. And we're only at... Well, we'll see where we're at. What did I put in there? I don't remember. I mean, look. Like I said, if you run that thing, 600 here, 600 there, whatever. But this is what you have to do. This guy. See, none of these are actually worth money. There's not a lot of things that are worth money. I mean, circuit boards and pulsar quartz, 2 things that you can make, are pretty much the highest. I mean, with the exception of the core thingy. This guy here. You know what? Actually making these would probably be better because of the amount of time it takes for the rocket to go back and forth. So these are worth... Sometimes this thing doesn't work. 80. They're worth 80 instead of 25. So 80 of those. And how much space is there in the rocket? Is there this much space in the rocket? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do some math here real quick. So, I gotta get my times 80? 2,800 maybe? So it could be 2,800 instead of 625, just filling it up with these guys. So what I'm getting at is you have this thing craft those while you're doing your portal visits, while you're doing this stuff, going back and forth, and I'm not going to say before you know it, you're going to be at 500,000. It's going to take some time for sure. It's going to take some time. Take me some water. I'm parched. Put these frog eggs away. 100 multiplier. Those aren't even good. 500 multiplier. Those aren't even good frog eggs. So I think that I think we might be done with the new Planet Crafter. So if I would have started fresh, like this took a long time to get here. This took a long time. Like a long time between videos. Over I don't know how many Planet Crafter episodes I had before, but if you started from scratch to do this, the game is super fun. And my new lab area would have been pretty cool. And all the new stuff that they added, like, you know, the big aquariums and stuff, and all the fish things and the frogs everywhere. That'd be cool to put this thing on my lab and blow it up for like a barbecue. That would be awesome. But I don't know. I thought I saw one thing say it took like 19 hours to complete when I was reading through some of those coordinate websites. 19 hours. I don't know. I mean, like, you got to build all your mining. You got to get stuff coming in. I mean, I've got just a ridiculous overabundance of resources. You know, all this storage, double storage, just a ridiculous amount of resources to make things. The things that were pretty cool was this T3 ore extractor goes after specifically the ore that you want. So I guess, you know, you would have the other ore extractors to get to a certain point, but then you'd want to lay these guys down to specifically get iridium, osmium, super alloy, you know, those things. And then those are the higher level things. I don't know, I'm trying to put it together where how long you think it would take to go from scratch. Still think it would take a while. I still think it would take a while because, like, right now what I'm doing, this stuff here requires osmium, zeolite, iridium, uranium, methane cartridges. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I think that might do it for PlanetCraft. You guys requested me come back to this for the new update, and I kind of cheated a little bit by using my existing world, but I didn't want to build all this stuff again because I don't think that everyone would have wanted that. But I don't know, the third ending, I'm a long way off from that. I didn't realize that it was going to be something like that. I'm trying to wait to see this dang rocket come back before we end this, but 174 seconds, 168 seconds, 168 seconds. When does that thing update? Go! It's a long time. Yeah, that's a lot of... I might do it on my own time just to get the achievement. But I mean, I could do some more episodes of me trying to go through and get those things. So maybe not. Maybe I'll do another episode where I try and get to that, where I'm crafting things automatically and then we're doing this. Because I actually would like to see... Let's close this portal. I would like to see... See, this is interesting. Rarity and difficulty. I tried higher rarity with a lower difficulty, and I found like one ship with one thing on it. I think that maybe, obviously the best would be high rarity, high difficulty, but with the difficulty being higher, I think you're going to find the better stuff. Because it's harder, it's harder to find the ships, and it's harder to get through the ship. It's like multiple levels, go up, over, down, over, up, over, down, and you can get lost. So it would be interesting to kind of get through some of this. Like, this one here would be a cool one to try. That one would be a cool one to try. A 1 rarity with a 4 difficulty. I'm just going to jump in there real quick and we'll take a look and see what it looks like. I think that one of the first ones I did kind of had a balance. It had like a 2 rarity and a 3 difficulty, or 3 rarity and a 2 difficulty. Wow, look at this place. So this has a higher difficulty with a low rarity. And I found that some of these, man, it is hard to find the ship. Where is that? That's north. I've seen some where you can barely see part of the ship crashed into the to the side of a mountain. All right, so we're at 37,000 Terra tokens now, and that's using up all the those expensive fuses that I had. Now, where I found those fuses were in areas like this. There's a chest there. Now, I usually find the fuses in areas like this, but I did find other things in here. Collecting circuit boards. That's where I went first. It's like it is water, but it's glowing. It's like golden water. It's pretty cool. $1,200 oxygen multiplier. See, I don't even need any of this stuff anymore. I haven't needed it forever. Oops. I right-clicked it. Well, there's a flare on the ground for you. Those little suckers really can't hide in there. 100, 500. Now, I have found some of the 5,000 token ones. Now, that's pretty handy. But I think those were all in the ships, not in these blue crates. Now, again, when I start having a really hard time finding any wrecks, it did say that there are some that may not have a wreck. $5,000. Okay, so I was wrong. There are 5,000 ones in here. I'm not seeing a wreck. New message received. That's probably the one from Riley telling us about the smugglers. We'll check that when we go back. 100. Well, there's the portal over there. Could the ship be hiding behind? No. A lot of frogs here. I'm not seeing a ship here, man. It's not that big of an area. It's not that big of an area. Is it... You know, some of the... I can't get up there. Some of these are pretty cheap to get to. Like this was just 3 of the pulsar quartz. Pretty cheap to get here. Which makes me think that the ones that are really cheap like that have probably a higher possibility of not finding the ship. Portal's right there. I don't see a ship in here. Usually make a pretty good pass around. Like I'm not usually missing anything big. That's the portal. We took off that way, searched all that. We went high and low. You're up there. Okay, here's something. It is behind the waterfall. Oh. Oh, this ship has water to drink in it. Am I underwater? I think I'm underwater. Flare. Okay, now I see about difficulty levels. This is the first one I've ever been underwater in. So that would mean you need to bring... Oh, look at that. It goes down even further. 1,000. 500. Pushing it. I am pushing it. I gotta get out of here. So you don't remember where you went. You see the glow of that. Wow. Oh, I'm... Still thinks I'm underwater here? Wow. So I bet you the payoff of this thing is probably pretty good. So imagine that's low rarity, higher difficulty, right? Imagine the payoff that's in there. You got to bring oxygen with me for that one. I barely got in there. And it wasn't like, wow, that's weird. That's pretty crazy. All right, so got a few of these guys to put in here. Well, that's full. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So what are we at? We are at a total of 49,000. All time 117. So I got that achievement. So that the only going to be one hidden achievement left, which is the smuggler thing. Let's go check that message and we'll be done with this episode. I'll decide whether I want to try and do one more to get to that 500,000, and it's a lot. All right, so message from Riley. This will be the last message I'll be able to send to you. I've done all I could, but our options are very limited. I advise you strongly against not trusting Sentinel Corp, as they have shown multiple times how unfair and oppressive they are. They could not care less about you or any convicts. I've managed to contract a smuggler ship. They're willing to take you on board for 500,000 Terra tokens and 5 solar quartz. Collect the correct amount of Terra tokens and fill your departure platform inventory with the required quartz to board them. They are untrustworthy too, but I can't guarantee anything. Your future's uncertain, and despite all you went through, what lies ahead might be even harder. I would like this to be a happy ending, but life is not fair. No truer words have ever been spoken, Riley. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for this one. I'll decide whether I want to knock out another one of these or not. We'll see. Either way, thanks for watching.